Good afternoon, good morning to Francesco, I think.
Hi,
How are you
Pat,
guys?
and hi, Francesco.
Hi,
Good
Dewey.
morning.
Okay, so I think everybody's here. We can start. So welcome to Business Law and Taxation Major. And today I will be just going through with you some of the units for that falls under the major. I believe there have been some changes. So it's a good thing we've got Dr. Gan here, who's also the course director, who can put us straight if we are using any old models right now. So welcome students. I think I'm just going to start the presentation now. Just give me a minute. Okay. Are you all able to see?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I'm just going to give you some information about the units. So for business law and taxation major, basically you are required to complete 8 units. Now, I think all students have to take BTW 1042, which is Malaysian business law. This is a compulsory subject. And hence, under this subject, you will have quite a lot of things that we cover. So Malaysian business law, pretty much you do a bulk of it is contract law, and also a little bit of tort and maybe very little company law as well. So that's something that you're maybe already familiar with because you probably have done it. And further to this, there are 3 other units which are also part of other majors. So if you are doing accountancy, for example, or international business, then pretty much you will probably be taking these units as well. So one of it is BTW 2213, which is Malaysian company law. And this basically looks into corporations and board of directors, directors' duties, and so on and so forth. So everything to do with companies, yeah. And you also have Malaysian income tax law, which is BTW 3153. And this one, of course, covers taxation. And we've got today the CE of Malaysian income tax law, Dr. Francesco Canas, and I think he will be available to also answer any questions you may have on this unit. The other one is international trade law. This one is actually part of the international business major. So IB students will probably be taking it as well. So essentially you've got these kind of 4 major subjects, right? The units that are covered under the BLT major. So electives, if you are thinking of taking BLT major, you would need to take 4 other units. So these are some of the units that are available. So I start off with comparative workplace relation law. And this is pretty much similar to employment law. So the CE for this unit is also here, with, who is Dr. Ganjui. So she may be able to answer some of your questions related to this unit. We also have current issues in corporate governance, which is sort of you could see it as a follow-up to Malaysian company law, but it is more focusing on corporate governance codes, practices in Malaysia as well as other countries. So it's a bit of a comparative unit, similar to comparative workplace relation law as well. And then we've got conventional and Islamic finance law. So this one is a very interesting unit that focuses on banking and finance, and will do both, not just Islamic finance, but also focus on the conventional banking law as well. And the last but not least is Malaysian marketing law, which I think a lot of marketing students have perhaps taken it as an elective in the past. But marketing law is a lot wider than that. It also comprises competition law, as well as looking at consumers and so on. So these are some of the units that are there for under the BLT major. Now, I do have a link on who are the lecturers. If you give me a minute, let me just So this is the website, and I will put this link on the chat box as well. So if you go to this link, you will see all the lecturers involved. So our head of department, Dr. Adnan Trakik, does the conventional and Islamic finance law, but he also teaches on for Malaysian business law as well. So very likely you may have already come across him. And then you've got me here. I'm the coordinator for the department, but I teach international trade law as well as ethics and global corporate governance, which is part of the master's program. And we've got a list of adjuncts here, who including a judge, professors, and industry panel as well. We've got Dr. Majid, who used to teach corporate governance. And of course, here we've got Dr. Francisco Canas. His photo is not here, but you can see him live. So that's, yes. And then we've got Dr. Gan Jui, and who does the workplace relations law. Then we've got Dr. Loga, who does Malaysian marketing, and actually he does Malaysian company law. He's the CE as well for that unit. And then we've got Priya Sharma, Miss Priya Sharma, who does corporate governance. So Priya also teaches on the capstone units as well. So you may encounter her. And we've got Dr. Ridwan Karim, who just joined us as well. Similar, Dr. Francesco and Dr. Ridwan are new to BLT. Ridwan actually teaches Malaysian business laws, right? And you might be encountering him as well. So those of you who are involved in October intake, for example, will definitely meet him. Okay, so that's the personnel, and the other website, I think you may already know this, but I will give you the links in the chat. So this one gives you a bit of information from the handbook on the BLT major. And it also gives you what the learning outcomes are for this major and the requirements in terms of credit points and so on. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the presentation. So I guess I will just open it up for questions.